this is Rebecca from Rebecca's Beautiful ASMR Addiction. I am so happy that you could join me today. We're just going to take a trip to the lake, and we're bringing our bikes, me and my sister. That's what I mean by we. And we are going to go to the water, have a picnic. It's going to be kind of the whole 9 yards. And I trust that you will enjoy the outdoors and all the sounds that accompany it, because it's just so beautiful and reminiscent if you've ever done things like this. So, very happy. I want to show you my nails quick before we go. Aren't they cute? These little bees in yellow. It's so summery, you know. We're at the end of August, so... or maybe September by the time this loads, I don't know. But summer's not over for us until the end of September and even sometimes into October. So anyway, let's get going. I'm going to pack with you and all the whole thing. So, all right, let's go. Okay, so here we have the things that I laid out to take on the trip, beginning with my backpack. Beach towel, bathing suit. We are going to try to use a floaty in the lake. My suit here is going to fit in underneath my pair of pants here, and my bathing suit to cover. These shoes I just got because I want to be able to walk on the rocks in the water. So those are going to work just fine. This is my pepper spray in case any people or bears or animals or anything like that come around. Just shoot it like that. My sunscreen. These are the keys to my bike lock. And my carabiner is gonna, well, I'll show you later. Chapstick. This is a new, what do you call these things? Oh man, I completely forgot. It's supposed to be waterproof. And my handy dandy bear spray, you guys. Not taking any chances. There have been bears spotted in all of the different mountains around here, and it's being spoken about, so just in case, right? Okay. Bluetooth, that's what's called a Bluetooth music player. Now this is just a cheapy water float so that I can easily blow it up, easily pack it, blow it up, deflate it, and then put it back in again. So one of those easy going things. This is my beach blanket. So it comes, it's very big, but it's thin, so it's very light, very light. Okay, now let's go get my bathing suit on. Okay, I have my suit on, so now I just want to go ahead and put this bag. It's a big backpack, so I going to be able to fit my lunch as well. We'll see. So far so good. This thing's really kind of big, but it's just mostly fluff. Got another pocket here. So the fruit can go. Okay, you know what? I'm going to refold this so that it will actually fit better, I think. Yeah, I think with something like this, if you roll it, there's going to be more. I think it'll take up more room. Whereas flat like this should work better, I think. Better. And sometimes I think I'd like to keep these right on my person, but I think it'll be okay being in this pocket. I think. Usually I wear my whistle and pepper spray around my neck, but since I have a filming contraption on me right now, I can't wear it. So I could also let my sister wear it. But she is probably, well, we'll see what happens. I just like to keep the bear spray at the ready, you know, and our noisemakers. I think that's it for now. Let's make some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I wanted to use up the rest of this loaf of bread. My husband says, oh, get a nice fresh loaf. It'll look better in the video. And I'm like, I'm too practical for that, you guys. I just had this left over, and I'm gonna make peanut butter and jelly for me and my sister. You gotta hear something funny. I finally went back to this peanut butter that is not organic because, believe it or not, I have a hard time. My wrists have gotten so much weaker that I can't stir up a gosh darn bottle of natural organic peanut butter. So back to the emulsified kind. Let's see, let's make sure we both get a big chunk of strawberry on our sides, because I'm going to cut this in half. So we each get a little chunk of strawberry. I had to wash my hands. Let's put them in separate baggies, one for my sister, one for me. Need to remind you guys that I'm doing a voiceover right now, so that when we get out into the woods, you'll understand that I couldn't possibly be heard in the microphone with the equipment that I've got. So I did everything for a no talking version, and then this is a voiceover. So, but I'll still do the act as if kind of thing, because when I'm sitting here watching the things I do, it's so easy to recall what I was thinking, you know. So what I did is I got a Tupperware for my potato chips, because I knew that we were going to be putting our backpacks on our bikes and strapping it down, and I didn't want my wonderful ruffle cheese chips, potato chips, to smash and break into teeny tiny pieces. So that is the reason for the Tupperware. I'm going to put a lot in here because I have a feeling that my sister really likes these too, and I love them. Absolutely love cheddar and sour cream ruffles or potato chips, and I think the Walmart brand is just as good. These were on sale. Okay, that's good. That's secure. These beautiful napkins and some cookies. Little bit of everything here. So I finally get to use my California bag again. This is like a little cooler, miniature cooler, lunch sack. I'm gonna put some ice in it, and that will be available for if I want to put more stuff on ice, whatever. I'm not gonna bring a cup though. I just don't. It's gonna just keep everything nice and cool for as long as I can until we actually eat. I think that's gonna hold. So let's see if I have room for this in my backpack. Figures. This thing's just too big and fluffy, but it has a strap, so I can do that separate. Chips right on the top edge. Napkins. That's good. Now this isn't going to be overstuffed. That's good. So here we're headed up to, we are on Highway 139, I think, headed up to Eagle Lake. Isn't that beautiful? And kind of you go up this big hill. It takes about 35 to 40 minutes to get to the lake, and there it is. Can you see it in the distance? Up a hill and back down the hill to the lake. the long and winding road. Okay, we're here and unloading our bikes from the trailer. Mine is the first one off, and I'm going to pack it now. See, we're going to ride our bikes first along the lake. Then we're going to stop at the water. So I'm loading up a little miniature, like, beach chair. Kind of a portable, light. So this is the first thing I want to secure to my bike, which is an e-bike, by the way. It makes riding bikes so much more pleasant. And you can go so much further and see so much more. Because if you get tired, then you just turn on that battery, that electricity, and off you go. You just can rest. These are such gorgeous trees, aren't they, you guys? Oh my goodness. I love being in the forest. Okay, so now we need to put on the backpack next. Well, maybe the blanket first, then the backpack, because see, I'm gonna ride with all of this on here so that we don't have to, well, we're just ready to go to the water from our bikes. And what's really beautiful is how the lake has a 3.5 miles of bike trail. Blacktop. It's blacktop bike trail. Nice and smooth with a view of the lake. Not the whole way, but it's just gorgeous, you guys. You're just going through amazing forest. Okay, turning my bike on. Just a couple of loose ends here. Water goes in the holder. And let's put the bear spray here. There's not too many bears that have been sighted in this particular part of the lake, but they can be anywhere. They can. And wildcats as well. Thankful for the little horn that I have on my bike. Beep beep. I would normally put my phone in the holder here, but I don't want any reflection of me, so we'll put it in my backpack for now. Okay. Got a nice spongy cord that's long enough to go all the way over, so we are ready to go. Right? Secure enough. Everything in place. Before we go, we are going to take a quick trip to the bathrooms. Okay, let's do this thing. Turn it on over here. And then push that button up to E1 gives me the lowest amount of electric battery help. And we're off. You see the lake? I'm not going to film very much of my bike ride because it is very difficult to film without the proper equipment. I should probably be filming from my head or something like that. But I'm actually wearing the harness, and it's hard to kind of turn my body the way I need to. But you can kind of see it's about maybe a third of this bike ride that actually has us right next to the water like this. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my word. Okay, so off to the right of me is the forest, but at this point I'm not showing you much of that because I'm so enamored with the water. The other part of the bike ride goes well into the forest, and at some point we end up at an amphitheater for campers, you know. Look at this, you guys. I found some pelicans. See if I can show you. There are a bunch of pelicans on Eagle Lake. Eagle Lake is so full of bird food. Okay, so we've done our ride and I'm on my way back to a desired spot on the lake. Where we end up going is to the marina. It ends at the Eagle Lake Marina and then comes all the way back to the what's the name of the campground? I can't remember. Anyway, so there's a campground near the end of our destination here, and I will show you how we get down there. Now I'm trying to film with one hand, and you guys, this is such a precarious situation. If I'm shaking a little bit, that's why, because I'm not very good at bike riding with one hand. I used to be, but I am getting older now, and I don't feel as secure. Okay, here's some forest. It gets way thicker than that though on this bike ride. It's so beautiful. And it has that wonderful pine scent all around you. That aroma of ponderosa pines and their smell of like a vanilla smell that comes off of these trees. It's incredible. Everyone must experience the forest. But I say a particular kind of forest because not all forests have this wonderful fragrance. It takes a lot of pine sap and heat and drying up pine needles, the whole thing, pine straw, that makes that wonderful smell. And in places where it's very cold and you're in the forest, you can't smell it. But it's magical. Okay, just stopping for a sip of water. Or guzzle, if you will. Okay, going down to the water. Trust me when I say this is a little scary for me. This part, not too bad. It's a little bit more gravelly, which is easier. Compacted dirt is easier than sand or gravel. Going right down, you guys. So cool to be able to take your bike right down to the water. That way you don't have to worry about anybody trying to steal your bike. And that's far enough for me. I'm going to stop right here at the edge of the grass. Kind of, sorta. Can you see how beautiful this is, you guys? It is so beautiful. Look at the birds in the air. Always something. Okay, turn my bike off. I'm gonna take these keys with me down to the water. This is my sister's bike. Yes, she's really with me. That's her hand. She's definitely camera shy, and you know, we come from the same family. She's my senior by about 2.5, 3 years, somewhere in there. But we're just loving spending the summer together. See how I attached the chair to the carabiner? And this is going over my shoulder. And this is going over my shoulder. And the chair will just dangle down on my back. And we're good. Not too many steps. Oh, look at this. Water looks pretty clean, but there's this strange kind of foam here, and I couldn't tell you what that's about. I don't know. I've seen stuff like that before, but we're all set up here. And I am headed over to where there's a big gaggle of geese. Gaggle of geese. They are not nesting. These guys are just hanging out on the shore. Otherwise, I would not disturb them if they had babies. But I want to see how close they'll let me get. Wonder why they call it a gaggle of geese. They don't seem too worried about me. Let me get awfully close. Okay, now they're starting to walk. They're going, should we go, guys? She's getting closer. One's getting in the water. Okay, I don't blame you. It's a little different looking than these. These are Canadian geese. Wow, I love that. And there's a stray. That other one's still in the water. That's so funny. He's not with that group, I guess. Anything else out here? Part of me wants to keep on walking. Oh, look, here's a couple of strange looking birds. Very strange looking. I don't know if you can see. They're a little bit more shy, I think, because they're getting ready to move along here. Yeah, I had my zoom on, so it looked like I was closer. Now this is more realistic, so you can see how close I'm getting. Okay, they're gone. There are no boats to speak of in the water, so that is not what is causing the little lapping of the waves here. It's just current and wind. There shouldn't be a current though, because this lake, Eagle Lake, the thing that's unusual about it is that it has no tributaries and it has no outlet. This water is just freestanding, and the only way it fills up is by precipitation. There are no mountains all around to get much runoff from snow, or there would be tributaries, but there are not. The lake is pretty well even with the trees. That's my sister out there. I can barely see her, but that's on purpose because she doesn't want me to film her. Eagle Lake is well known for its rainbow trout, coveted rainbow trout. The fact that there are no tributaries to it, no water inflow or outflow, makes the water either more acidic or less acidic. I don't know, I can't remember what the term was, but it changes the water a bit. So the fish are different. There's lots of lava rock, you guys. There is a volcano which has erupted around this area in years and years ago. Lassen County. I can't remember the name of the volcano. Here's some leftover wood from a fire. And so that means this volcano can erupt again someday. Grasshoppers. I don't know if I would be in the path of danger where I live in the city of Susanville, but this area is well beyond and away from where I live, but I don't know, I just don't. So pretty flower, look at that. Here's a dried up something or other. I don't know what it used to be. What else interesting around here? I love to explore. Pretty yellow flowers. They match my nails almost perfectly. More yellow flowers. These are lighter. They almost look like popcorn or corn kernels. what else is around here? Let's see. There's a pelican out there. I love the sound of this water. Oh, somebody left hand sanitizer out here. And I can use that teeny tiny little carabiner. Probably not the hand sanitizer though. It's probably ruined after so many days of being out here in the sun. Oh, you guys, look at it. This lizard is not running away. Oh my gosh. Just call me the lizard whisperer. He's still staying. I can't believe it. Isn't that cool? I love lizards. Lizard whisperer. I'm a lizard whisperer. Look at. He likes me. I'll call him Mikey. Oh, he is so cute. I love lizards. Here he goes. Oh wait, he's gonna show off with a couple of push-ups for me. Thank you, Mikey. Can I catch you? No, he's like, no, don't get to touch me. Oh, look at that. Man, I'm enthralled with this place, you guys. Yeah, seagulls. Oh, and here's another seagull. We have seagulls, pelicans, geese, and I don't know what those other kind of birds were. Maybe we'll see some more. I don't know. There's a couple of critters over here. This place is just teeming with wildlife. Oh, and we also have grebes. Grebes are very related to, or they're this kind of bird like loons, but they don't have as pretty or as haunting a sound as loons do. But what kind of bird is this? That looks like a seagull that's just floating. No, that is not a seagull. I have no idea what that is. But he's just swimming along there. Very different looking. And then there's these black things. I don't know what they are. They have the funniest looking beak. It's all hooked. It's hooked over or something. Can we get a good look at them? No, he's gonna run away. I knew it. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, there's his mate. Oh. Lunchtime. Okay, so you know I'm a big girl and I'm kind of camera shy, so I have my legs covered up with a towel. No peeking at me. But they are at least tan right now. I've got tan because my sister keeps bringing me out to the lakes and the rivers and the bike rides, and so I just keep on getting more and more sun. So okay, and she is sitting beside me, so I am going to hand her sandwich. There you go. This one's mine. Let's see. I think I'll just have my soda right now. Leave the rest of that stuff in there. Root beer. Yum. Put the lid here. That'll hold my drink. peanut butter sandwiches on sourdough bread, especially this sourdough bread is so good. I gave some peanut butter jelly sandwiches to my grandchildren when we went to Antelope Lake together this summer, and they were here for a short visit. And one of my grandkids says, "Ew, I don't think I'm gonna like peanut butter and jelly on sourdough." And I go, "Okay, well, that's alright. If you don't want yours, I'll have it." Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Their beaks are so strange. They're almost like, what are they like? They remind me of buzzards a little bit. But they almost look a little bit like a stork, too. I don't know. Wow, what is it? Oh my gosh. So amazing, you guys. This is so awesome. Wow. Goodbye, you guys. Goodbye. Where are you going? Just combing the beach here. Just looking for whatever they can find. Oh, wow. The sights are constant here. That's gotta be a seagull. Okay, so I'm going to we are going to try to blow up our rafts, our blow-ups, floaties, as it were. So I was telling you about the sandwiches, and my granddaughter, we finally got to have lunch at the lake. I gave her sandwich, and she just devoured it. And then, not only that, but when I went to finally eat my sandwich, she asked, "Can I have some of yours?" I said, "So much for not liking peanut butter and jelly on sourdough." She has made a new discovery. So cute. Anyway, I'm talking over my blowing up the raft. My sister's blowing up hers right beside me. So it's proving a little difficult. I'm just gonna let her work on hers. She's got a kind of a lime green neon thing going on here. Like a bee, bumblebee. Okay, this poem is so weird. It's not soapy. I'm sure some nature person out there can tell me what causes that to happen sometimes. I'm bringing out my float. Now this water looks clean enough, but there's a lot of algae under here. So I'm stirring it up with my feet. I don't know if we'll see any minnows, but there are a bunch of little fishies in here. It's going to be precarious trying to film and walk and float at the same time. This is going to be interesting. I have never yet once lost my camera in the water. I have not ever dropped it. But it's always a challenge. there's plants in here. Lots of algae and plants down in there. The water has such a nice, gentle waves to it. Look at that, isn't that neat? Water's so refreshing. It's not too cold. It's not really warm either. You wouldn't want it to be warm. But it's a nice hot day out today. I'm standing, so never fear. Nothing bad is happening. I'm steady on my feet, but I'm holding on to the raft for balance. It's so neat, these waves. I love them. And the current, if I was to float out far, it would just push me right back to shore, so there would be no concerns about drifting away. None. I do wish our boat was working. It's not. My husband's working on one that we bought. Don't think I've showed you guys. But we're someday gonna get out on that thing and bring it up here. That way I can just jump off the end of the boat and right out into the middle of the lake. There's the grapes, you guys. These are grapes. Spelled G-R-E-B-E-S, I believe. And they have just the cutest little call, and you've probably been hearing them this whole time. There are fish jumping out of the water, getting the insects. I don't know if you can see those little blips in the water here and there. It's so funny because the fish will jump out of the water to get the insects, and then the birds will sometimes dive down to get the tiny little minnows that are jumping out to get the mosquitoes and flies and stuff. So it's like, I know there's a little kid's story like that. This is so refreshing, so wonderful. I believe that if I went well beyond, this is a pretty big lake, but where I am at the lake is not, it looks surrounded by mountains, but it's just one of the lakes of this big lake. Ooh, okay, almost fell down. Did a little twisty turn there. Yeah, it's just a little kinda strange to be walking through all of those plants, but it doesn't bother me. I did get stung by a bee. I don't know how it got me, but it got me right on the butt cheek. You guys, I got stung on my butt. Oh my gosh. those are the hazards of being outdoors, you know. We share. We packed the lunch up real tight though, so that we would not draw a bunch of yellow jackets. And your food will draw bees and flies and insects to you. So when you go to the water, do not wear perfumes, do not wear deodorants and lotions and all of that. Because that foods and fragrances will draw insects to you. And that is not what you want. Yeah, look at all those plants down there. So you have to walk through that to get back to the shore. Let's do a little bit of exploring again here. To not leaves, feathers. That's gotta be from the seagulls. The size of them looks like seagulls. I haven't seen any pigeons or anything up here. Isn't this a beautiful little plant? Here I'm just sitting on a rock and drinking in the atmosphere. Perhaps these little waves are coming from a very distant boat that's causing the wake. But I doubt it because it is a little breezy here today. That's something that's usually true at Eagle Lake, is there's almost always a breeze. So, see how I've stirred up the water. It's very dirty now. Just by walking around in it, makes it look murky. But here's our little station. My sister has taken off to do a little exploring. And it's all cozy like. Wonderful. And there's the bikes. Look at here, you guys. Are they mating, or is one eating the other one? That's not possible, is it? Gosh. That is so amazing to witness something like this. How dare they use my blouse? Here's the pelicans again, you guys. I had to put my zoom on to see these guys. The pelicans are very shy, but there are a ton of them on this lake, in different areas, in different pockets. And they do tend to stay close to the shore. There's another bird going right by him. Is that a grebe? I don't know. There's a couple of other birds out there with them. Where's your mate, Mr. Pelican? Do you see that? Oh my gosh. That one bird was really after something in there. Meanwhile, Mr. Pelican is just drifting by serenely. Okay, you guys, this is my hour. My sister's behind me, but we're taking our last little walk in the woods before we go home. Just drinking in, breathing in this wonderful, wonderful fragrance of pine. Let's see, we're trying to get close to the chipmunks because we brought some peanuts, but this lichen, this moss is everywhere. Lots of shade in this spot. The chipmunks are so shy, they just ran away. So bummed because we wanted to feed them. They don't know what they're missing. Look at that forest, you guys. I'm so sad to leave, but we have got to go home. Here's a chipmunk house. Look at this little burrow of his, of theirs. They're everywhere. Some bark, tree bark. Look at these gorgeous trees. And there's chipmunk homes all around it. I'll bet they kind of find space between the roots, you know. Nice and cool down there. Okay, we're packing up our bikes now. And we'll be saying goodbye. Bye-bye, little chippy.